Good afternoon, morning, whatever time it is you're listening. Welcome to Fun in Key West, and this is the Fun in Key West Tasty Tuesday episode. And today we're talking flavor that is fried, golden, and 100% island approved. So today we're talking best conch fritters in Key West. And I know you guys have all of your favorites. And if you're watching this on YouTube or listening to this, let me know. Put down in the comments or DM me. Michele, these are the places you absolutely need to go for conch fritters in Key West. But we're going to talk about what are conch fritters. For those of you who do not know what this golden deliciousness is, we're going to give you some ideas of why this absolutely needs to be on your bucket list when you show up to Key West. And why are they such a big deal in Key West and other areas in the Caribbean? So, quick bit of history, or should we say a bite of history. What is conch? And it's pronounced konk, as in K-O-N-K, not conch, like lunch. Made that mistake first time I was there in Key West. I kept thinking, is it the conch train? Are they offering me conch fritters? Nope, it's the conch train, and they're offering you conch fritters. This is considered the island escargot. Much like when you go to France, you have snails. Conch is a mollusk. It's found in the ocean, and you shouldn't touch them if you see them. Let them be. But they're a mollusk, and they offer a unique flavor and vibe, and you're going to find it in various forms throughout the cuisine in Key West and others that are part of this delicacy, and they buy into this. So a conch, if you are in Key West, a conch is somebody who was born and raised in Key West. You can be a freshwater conch, meaning you have lived in Key West. I think you get that designation after 7 years. So you're either a conch, born and raised, or stick around for about 7 years and you can become a freshwater conch. But a conch is the symbol of independence and tradition, and of course, fried deliciousness. You're going to find conch all over Key West. You're going to find it in salads. You're going to find it in chowders and ceviche, and of course, fritters. To me, fritters are the absolute go-to snack in Key West. Our youngest, when he comes with us to Key West, he is on a mission to try every single version of conch fritters in Key West. No matter where we go, if conch fritters are on the menu, he's going to order them. And he actually graduated from culinary school, and he will give you his insights on, ooh, I like how they did this batter. I like the seasonings that they added. Ooh, I like the dip. Because I'm telling you, conch fritters are made even better with the dip that they come with. And everybody has their own spin on those dips. So I'm going to run through some of the top spots for conch fritters, but I'm going to put down in the comments below, and if you're listening on the podcast, I'm going to put into the show notes a link to the best conch fritters blog that I have over on FunInKeyWest.com. But let's dive into some of the top spots for conch fritters in Key West. Number one, in no particular order, is Conch Republic Seafood Company. This place offers, first off, an amazing happy hour. You get those little tokens, and it's a buy one, get one. You don't have to use that token that day. You can come back, and I think all of us are very guilty, my hand is being raised, of having a full jar of these conch happy hour tokens. But while you're there, grab some of their conch fritters. They're crispy, they have an island side of an island flair, and you just can't beat the view that you have from the Conch Republic. Of course, you have Louie's backyard. It's more upscale. You have those gorgeous ocean views, and yes, they have conch fritters. They have an amazing happy hour. Of course, you can come over there for sunsets and all of that. But you might want to double check depending on when you are visiting Key West on the idea of having reservations. But Louie's Backyard always hits the spot. If you're out adventuring and want to head over to Stock Island and check out Stock Island, of course you have Hogfish Bar and Grill. To me, Hogfish is old Key West. It's that laid back vibe. You have an amazing view of the marina. You just get that old Key West feeling when you're in at the Hogfish Bar. But it's just a local favorite. It's off the beaten path. Here, the fritters are chunky, they're flavorful, and they're served with a key lime mustard. Again, that sauce that comes with these conch fritters, either add to or take away from. I've had some sauces go, probably wouldn't do that one again. Next on the list is DJ's Clam Shack. That's over on Duval. And this was made famous on diners, drive-ins, and dives. And they offer, you could say it's street food meets heaven, or you could say it's the Northeast meets the South. So they combine traditional lobster rolls with some island spins on it. Some Key West moods and vibes get snuck into some of their food. But they do have the conch fritters, and they are legendary, absolutely. Still heading to old school and looking for something that's a local favorite and offers a little bit more than conch fritters? Be sure to check out Half Shell Raw Bar. It's an old school seafood shack with waterfront views, very casual vibe, but they have an amazing raw bar. So get your conch fritters, but also check out their raw bar. They're hearty and they're served with a house-made remoulade. I just like the vibe there. Check out their key lime pie. It's, again, a different twist on how key lime pie can be served and made, so be sure to check them out. If you're looking for something a little more upscale, you have Alonzo's Oyster Bar. Again, great happy hour, but they have conch fritters, and I believe the conch fritters are still on the happy hour menu, so be sure to check that out. Killer view of the marina, and you're over there in the historic seaport, so killer view of the water. Generous portions, great happy hour, and of course, if you sit outside, it's an amazing place to people watch as they come wandering through. Of course, this is not all of the places that serve conch fritters in Key West. There are tons of places that serve conch fritters, trust me. Like I said, our youngest comes with us, and I think I've tried conch fritters in every place in Key West. But that's just to keep this at a reasonable length. I'm just going to limit it to that. But if you are exploring the Keys, so you're driving down or you're going to drive back up or just exploring the Keys in general, don't forget about Key Largo Conch House. It's not in Key West, but it's worth a shout out, especially if you're road tripping the Keys. It's fresh, locally sourced, and they follow eco-friendly practices out there. Of course, you can't forget about Mallory Square vendors. You have sunset views, snacks, they rotate around. You've got the places there. Be sure to check those out. And Tim is in the comments, and he's saying, I know it's not Key West, but I think No Name Pub has the best. A little more spicy and more conch. I agree. Great place. And if you haven't had a chance to check out No Name Pub, I think that's one of the bucket list places, Tim, I absolutely agree, that people should check out. And be able to say, hey, bucket list check. I have been to No Name Pub. So, Tim, you point out something really important that I think a lot of people need to keep in mind. It's more conch. It has a little more spice. Everybody has their own twist on how they put together a conch fritter. But what makes a great fritter? Well, it's going to be golden brown. And it's going to be crispy on the outside. I didn't say greasy. I said crispy, because you don't want to have a whole bunch of grease, because that's not going to settle well on your tummy. And they're not doughy. They've got a chew to them because of the conch, but they're not doughy because of the breading. You want chunks of conch, like Tim, you pointed out at No Name Pub. More conch, so you don't have so much dough or filler. It's kind of like, for those of you who enjoy a crab cake, you have crab cakes with lots of filler and not as much crab. To me, a conch fritter, you have to have more conch than filler or the breading. These aren't hush puppies. These are conch fritters. So first and foremost that you should see and taste and really experience is the conch and not the breading. Dipping sauces make or break these conch fritters. So you're going to look for, traditionally down in Key West, you're going to see key lime mustard, you see remoulade, you're going to see mango salsas. You might even find a spicy mustard or a hot sauce that comes with them. Just If they have a variety, ask for a variety and be able to dip them all and try them. So that's my recommendation. Of course, fresh conch is always better than frozen. If they're not fresh, pass. I'm not really aware of anybody in the Keys that serves frozen conch fritters, and the question would be, why would you serve frozen conch fritters? But yeah, if they're frozen, obviously pass. That's not something that you want to do. So I have got a whole list of places for you to check out if you have not already put together your own list of places that offer conch fritters. And so I will put a link down below and you can check that out and be sure. And again, put down in the comments, hey, Michele, you missed this place, or hey, this is the best place for conch fritters, but I take them to go because I love this other place's sauce, or I take the sauce to go and I come bring it here, whatever. Or where's your best place if you pick one up from Mallory Square? Where's your go-to place to sit and eat that conch fritter, have your cocktail, and watch sunset? I promise I won't tell anybody about your secret spot, but I'm always looking for some places to check out that maybe people don't think about, just for my own self. So let me know, what's your favorite place for conch fritters? And Tim, man, you just keep them coming. Alabama Jack's is great too, I agree. I want to know, Tim, Sharon, let me know what you guys think. Where are your best places? Head over to, as you're looking through my list that I'm going to link down below and put in the show notes, be sure to check out all of our other guides at FunInKeyWest.com. We offer so many guides on where to eat, where to stay, where to drink, all of that. Plus, if you check out our book club, we have an amazing Fun in Key West book club. We have a new book that has some sort of Key West connection to it, and we go through that every month. And if you sign up, so as we pull all of this together, be sure to check out not only the information that's over on FunInKeyWest.com, but check out all of our guides, sign up for our book club, and then of course grab our free happy hour list. I mentioned a few things about the happy hours that you can check out while we ran through places to check out conch fritters, but there's a whole list over there. Be sure to check it all out. It's all free. I'm Michele with Fun in Key West. I am so glad that you stopped in. Tim, I agree, try them all. I'm assuming you're saying try all the happy hours. Probably not in one visit or one day. Absolutely not. But try them all. Try all of the conch fritters if that's where you're going. I agree. Try them all. See which one's your favorite. Then go back and try them again and again and again. I'm Michele. Thank you so much for stopping in. I absolutely love the fact that you could stop in, give me your comments, your ideas, and all the amazing information that you guys give me that I can update my guides with. With that, you guys have a great day. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll talk to you later.